Right, it's been a while since I actually posted a video. I actually don't really have an idea what I'm actually going to talk about because not literally just about 5 or 10 minutes ago, I was getting ready to, um, I guess, dance, and someone ordered a 11 by 17 graphite print of one of my art pieces, and they happen once in a while, but they're never like that. But I've been noticing that I've been consistently getting likes on my orders, not on my orders, but on my listings and stuff. So I just figured that maybe eventually someone will buy something, but it's been happening a lot so far. So I'm probably going to work on uploading the rest, if not most of my artwork on there, because I actually have a lot of stuff. And that's not most of it, it's in my closet. But anyway, how you guys doing? Hope you're I'm looking at the calendar. By the way, if I tend to look elsewhere, as normally I'm going to be talking about whatever it is I'm going to be looking at for those that are not used to watching me. I don't really look directly at the camera. I'm just sitting here talking. So, whatever. If you want to hear an old woman babble on about nonsense, here you go. Have your cup of tea and sip it with me. I really hope your month is going okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays with your loved ones, and I hope you guys are enjoying Pokemon Sword and Shield. I unfortunately will not be participating because I don't have a Switch. Yes, I am behind the times, but I'm going to actually make it a goal to get one by next year. It's just a lot of stuff is still going on with me. I can't really put a lot of funds into things that actually I love gaming, a little bit more, just a tiny bit towards the casual side because art is really taking a lot of my time now. But I really do enjoy it, and I keep in track about what's going on in the gaming industry and the new releases and technology and such. I still pay attention to what is going on in the gaming development field, what all the big companies and indie developers are going to come up with, and I'm really excited for next year, specifically next year. But anyways, that's off track. I guess I'll talk about. Excuse me. I guess how you shouldn't really rush into trying to improve in the arts. Now, for those that follow me, because I guess you noticed that I dance, I am primarily an artist. I've been drawing since I can pick up a pencil, and that is my field of study. I draw, I do traditional digital art. For those that are coming at my YouTube channel from the furry community, I've joined or tried or discovered the community in 2017, and you can thank Black Link for that. And I will keep fucking saying it until I'm unable to say it. I cannot thank that dude enough for posting random ass videos on YouTube and just me enjoying his content and eventually the fandom. I had no idea such a fandom existed, even though I was heavily interested in Andrew and Furl artworks and cartoon characters and such. So that's out of the way. I keep doing that every video because I barely post videos, so if someone comes across the video, they're not gonna know who the fuck I am, so I say it right then and there. But yes, I'm primarily an artist, but I'm also kind of delving into dancing because that's a new hobby, and it's kind of helping me regain quite a bit of the confidence that I lost back in 3 to about 4 years ago. It really is helping me a lot. I don't see too many of the comments or feedback on Twitter because I just post and go on with my day. But if you post something or give me ways to improve, I appreciate it. It's only going to take time, which will lead into my topic. When it comes to anything, whether it's drawing, how convenient, my really cheap old drawing tablet is right here. When it comes to drawing, whether it's traditionally done or done digitally via a drawing tablet just as this, maybe not with this really, really badly done pasting on one of my drawings just to try to protect it because I'm really cheap and don't want to buy the little shield protector for it that costs I think $20 on Amazon. Yeah, you can fuck that. I tend to notice that quite a bit of people, especially if they haven't been doing it for too long, like maybe like me, they tend to get frustrated very quickly. And I'm here to tell you that, bitch. How do you think I feel with dancing? I don't know squat about dancing. Now, let me go by saying that I am a social dancer. I know how to move my hips, and I know how to do all that. But having a certain technique or style, with dancing and combos and all the different dance styles from the 80s up to even now, I don't know any of that, so I have to actually take time to research. And yes, there were times when I was just kind of like, how am I gonna fucking do this? But I eventually saw improvement because, one, I didn't stop. And that's the thing. You can't just, draw for like, I don't know, a month and then that's it. No, you have to consistently do it. Even though I don't dance every single day like I was the first 4 months, which I saw a leap in improvement, I slowed down now because I realized that it was actually taking too much of my free time. So I said, okay, now that I'm at this point, that I kind of have something going, let me slow down and get back to, which leads to my next point. You can't, however, let it take over every single second of your life. Unless it's your profession, that's gonna happen. I mean, sometimes right before I go to bed, ideas will pop in my head for the next piece I'm going to do tomorrow, and that's nothing I can do about it. But yes, I do know how to unwind, but you have to understand also that doing it for hours and hours and hours on end, while you may think, well, this is going to help me improve, no, it doesn't, because you run the risk of burning out. You get sick of it after a while, especially if you do it like almost every day for long periods of time. Even experienced artists, such as myself, or people that have been doing it for longer than me, understand this. Unless you have a deadline to meet, or if it's a piece that you really, really love, there is no reason for you to just pound and pound and pound yourself with this. You have to take it slow. Another good example is weightlifting or exercising. I think this was, let me see, 2018 possibly, if not during 2017. This is something I didn't mention too much, but when I was with my so-and-so whatever, I actually gained weight. I gained about, I'm normally between 120 and 125. The smallest I can get is 110. I was up to 140 pounds. Okay. And I really wanted to try to shed those pounds quickly, so I looked up Shanti. And I actually did in the past, but I took up a different exercise routine that he did. Boy, let me tell you, after the first session or whatever, I was sore, I was tired, and I didn't really want to continue. And that's the same thing with the arts. You can't start and jump in one way. You really got to take your time. You don't have to sketch every single day. You don't have to upload something every single day either. Do it when you have time, and do it when you feel like it. Because if you try to do it when you're just not in the mood, it's not gonna come out right. I mean, man, I wish I had a let me see, and I'm actually braiding my hair again, because I noticed that when I actually consistently do it in cornrows, I tend to see faster growth in my hair. So I'm actually gonna do this again and just kind of go with it. And I might actually do the video of me with my hair just recently with the braids taken out, so that way you can kind of see how it looks like when it's been like this for a long period of time. And I don't have any samples, but there was this one commission I did, okay? And it was, I'll keep it discreet because I don't want the person to find out. It was of their 2 dogs, really cute dogs, and I think it was during the point when I was just so tired and a little, just slightly depressed. And even my own mother was looking at this piece like, wait, are you gonna finish this? And I told her, no, this is done. And it took me almost a week. Graphite pieces, even up to 11 by 17, only take me 3 to 4 days if I work just on that, and even with just a little bit extra work. That took me almost a week and a half to do. And it came out luster. Like, looking at it, I wish I had at least a scan version or something so that way I can kind of show you just how awful it was. But that was because I forced myself to do something to where I could have easily reached out to the client, which I did, but I didn't let them know that, hey, there's going to be a slight delay because whatever. And so the piece turned out to be not quite my best, and there's actually a few pieces in my gallery that I can definitely point to and say, that wasn't my best, this wasn't my best. And maybe another artist might go, what are you talking about? Or even a random consumer might go, what the fuck are you talking about? This looks gorgeous, but I'm paying attention and I know, which leads on to my nesting. Especially if you're a beginner, it's not gonna be amazing, and that's okay. My first drawings, oh my god, there was my hair's a little itchy. There was this red little handbook that I had when I was young. My mother still has this, and I don't know if it was a cartoon I watched, but I remember drawing these, they look like little bolitas, and I drew like a door, and then I made like 3 bolitas. The longest one was at the top, middle, and then the shortest was at the bottom, and they were coming out through the door. And I just drew that all over the pages of the handbook. It doesn't make any sense, and I drew some like stick figure hands holding something. It was just bizarre. So I went from that to this, and I used to hate this. I actually used to hate drawing in pencil. You can take college for that. I have mixed feelings about it, but I enjoy it. I like challenging myself, I guess. But so that description alone should let you know that it wasn't that good. So yeah, it's not going to be that great, but don't feel bad. You're a beginner. But that leads on to my next point. You have to be kind of realistic with your goals and milestones that you want to reach in whatever hobby it is. Let's just say for me, dancing. I wanted to kind of figure out what type of style I wanted to get into in about a couple of months. And a good buddy of mine, the house kitty, pretty much, gave me some critiques and told me that, well, you essentially have the style, but you just have to kind of improve it, which is true. So it's like, okay, so I hit this milestone. What else do I want to work on? And just, I don't want to say you have to plan it out, but try to figure out, especially if there's a style you're going for, figure out if that's really the style you want to go with early on. So that way you can focus on certain techniques and what types of anatomy you want to work with. Is there a certain species you want to draw? Is it strictly going to be just female furries or male furries? Is there another art form you want to cross over? These are things you kind of have to think about, because art can be a very deep time sink and a very, very deep commitment. You will spend a lot of time in it, and especially when you get to a certain level, a skill level, while yes, you might be able to do certain drawings and stuff quicker, when you start thinking about taking commissions and possibly even taking the path that I and admittedly many artists do, or at least try to, you're going to notice that it's going to take a lot of your time. And that's why I said in the beginning that you have to kind of take it easy and kind of pace yourself, and understand that you can't do everything, or you can't be amazing overnight, whether it's traditional or digital, whichever side of the coin. So, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about at this point. I'm actually gonna. What time is it? I'm recording on my phone, so I can't even. It is almost 8 o'clock. I guess I'll talk about a little bit of my workspace. I actually kind of revamp. This is literally my work area now. Like the table's about 6 foot long. I didn't even have a proper table to speak of for the longest. I finally took the time to, do that. I have shelves installed, and my work room is actually better now, and I actually have more space to move. And even while I dance, I actually dance in this room too. So it's far better. Sorry, I'm just trying to think about if there's anything else I want to point out or say before I just go to the abyss and just stay there. It's a little chilly here in Florida, so I already look like an old lady, but I'm dressed like an old lady wearing this little thingy and shirt, keep myself warm. I'm actually a little bit sensitive to cold weather. If it's a certain temperature, specifically my hands and feet, get bone-chillingly cold. Like I can't even touch anyone when my hands or feet are in that state because they just, get surprised and stuff. But I'm still kind of working. I'm actually going to be painting the room. It's probably going to be next month, but probably now I'll be able to with the order and stuff. And I just made a ton of keychains. It's just one of them. Now it's a little rough, Let me see if the camera can focus. The camera, my phone. There we go. That is Garrus Vakarian. Is it? Okay. That is Garrus Vakarian, and he's actually mirrored. I don't know if that's going to show properly, but he was originally done in graphite, so I actually digitally edited him to color. But he's mostly his normal skin tone color and some hues of blue. And let me see. Yeah, because really, I don't really do a lot of these often. And this is a character from Warframe. This is actually a frame that I'm actually going to try to work to get. He's one of my personal favorites. This is definitely the graphite version. I actually went ahead and did a, come on, phone, thank you. I actually went ahead and did a color version of him too. And, oh my god, that guy's face. And this is, I don't know, I got a lot of keychains. One of the weaknesses I had with the crafts and stuff that I sell at Consta, I never had proper keychains. So it was only like, in total I had was just 20, no, not even 20, maybe like 30 or 50. With the 3D printer I just brought, I actually made custom shaped keychains. And I know you're thinking, well, that's kind of ridiculous. Well, I actually laminate the printouts, and then I custom glue them onto the 3D printed stuff. And it's, you're probably thinking, well, that's so expensive. No, it's not. It's ridiculously cheaper than buying the acrylic versions and doing with that. But either way, probably in the future, I'll offer both styles, or just figure out a way to just do it myself. But, yeah, I think that's it. So, this is probably the way I'm going to do it. I'll try to position the phone a little better, but other than that, so that way I can kind of turn around and do something on the computer. Yeah, this is actually a printout that I did a long time ago, actually, a couple years ago already. But it was just sitting there, and I noticed that my pen, ran really smooth on the surface. It's laminated, so I figured, well, you know what, let me just use that as a bit of a protector for my tablet, since it's actually already somewhat scratched. Not too terribly, but I want to kind of preserve it further, so, But that's that. For those who are posting, I'm just noticing the more people that I follow back or following me, they're actually posting art more, or maybe you guys have done it a lot more, but I just never noticed because I'm not really on Twitter like that a lot, especially now. I hope these tips help you. Take it for someone that's been drawing since forever, and then here I am trying to get into dancing, and I don't know shit squat about dancing. So really, I keep doing what you're doing. Please don't feel bad. Everything takes time. I know some of you guys are like, this bitch with this, everything takes time. No, I want to do it now. I want to do it now. No, it really does take time. The worst thing you can do to yourself and feel is getting discouraged. Don't get discouraged. That is that, and it is about to be 8. I have no idea how I'm gonna wash off my face, but I'll figure out a way. Maybe with some water, cold water or something. Take care. And I'll try to actually upload a little bit more often. Probably by the next video, you'll probably see my hair without the braids, but just naturally. So, take care.